Yeah, hi, good evening, everyone. Yeah. So, what we were discussing in our last class? Sitemaps, right? See, all the implementations uh, we do on the website are mainly a majority of them are to handle the crawl resources or handle the bot activities effectively. Okay. So now what happens is uh, your website will have various kinds of URLs. A website can have different types of URLs. A website will not have only one web page, correct? So a textbook will have 500 pages or 1000 pages. So if you don't want no one to read any of the some of the pages of the book, what will you do? You will tear them, you will skip them, correct? Certain things, such things you might do if nobody has to read them, right? So let's assume it's not about something wrong, but people would waste their time, right? Like reading preface about author's life, correct? Author's parents. Few people do, right? Authors put all their story first the 3 pages, preface that this blah blah, correct? Should you be wasting your time on reading that when you are in a hurry, when you have short of time, you have to quickly prepare for few questions. Correct? In those scenarios, should you be really wasting time reading all that nonsense? It is. It could be interesting thing or maybe needed for you when you are completely free. Correct? But when you are running short of time, if you are not reading the actual chapters, you will be failed in the exam. Correct? In those scenarios, you will avoid reading them. Good thing is you are able to understand it by yourself. Correct? But unfortunately, when bot has to read your website, there's no one to tell them what to read, what not to read, right? So that's when we digital marketers tell to bots, don't waste your energy. It's very precious. Don't waste your energy reading some random nonsense on the website, right? Your website will have various kinds of irrelevant web pages, right? I'll show you the examples of irrelevant, unwanted pages on your website. What happened to this? See, robots.txt is a file that holds instructions, list of instructions for bots, indicating what to be crawled and what not to be crawled. Okay, user agent. See, we are writing user agent star disallow colon nothing has been disallowed. If you put slash, complete website will be disallowed. Sitemap, HTTPS, Canada code, sitemap index.html, and use block. Maybe. So on any website, robots.txt can be accessed by typing robots.txt at the last after .com. Okay, it's a simple text file with list of comments or instructions for bots, what to crawl and what not to crawl on the website. So for example, look at this. So these are called as query parameters. So when you search for something on the website, so maybe I will search for mango pickle. Look at this. Look at this, what you see here. This is not the actual URL, it's a dynamic URL based on your search query. Now bots might start crawling this, wasting their energy on this page as well. So we have only 2500 pages on the website. But this way, 2 lakh pages also might get created on the website. Correct? 2 lakh pages. So now if bot is wasting its energy on these kinds of URLs, gone. Bot will not read your actual web pages. Let's assume this is your actual web page. Look at how actual web page looks like /info/ cold press oil. This is how your actual genuine page looks like. The page that has to rank on Google, to be ranked on Google looks like, right? So this way you would see different kinds of issues with the URLs. See, there is something called as undefined. This is something, a technical glitch on the website. A developer did some mistake. and it is showing undefined in the URL. I don't want such URLs to be crawled. Cart pages. See, now we are allowing bot to read pages only when that is of real use or value for the bot. Only when, see now this, you look at this 100% pure cold press oils online, no chemicals, no preservatives. I want this page to be shown on Google for cold press oils online. Correct? But for what kind of keyword this page has to be shown on Google? Cart? No. What does cart means? That is our reference, a cart page. Correct? But can I optimize this for some keywords and make this rank on Google? There is a possibility, but it's not needed. Correct? Moreover, pages would get created like slash cart, your order 123, somebody else order 169, somebody else order 569. So cart slash millions of pages will get created. Correct? Hence, I don't want bot to be crawling any of such pages. I want bot to see only the valuable best pages on the website. Clear? Right? How do we write? How do we understand all of these issues? We'll look into it. Okay. So unfortunately, only in your class, this digital marketing notes will not load. It's taking so much time to load. Everything else is loading. Right? See how these pages look like. Do you see any question marks equal to unwanted characters in the URL? No. These are the actual URLs on the website. Correct? Right. So one thing is, so what happens now if bot is crawling this page, all these kinds of pages, what will be the problem? What is the problem if bot is crawling these kinds of pages?
Sir, instead of having important web pages in our website, it is wasting its energy on this.
Correct. It's wasting its energy crawling these kinds of pages, right? I don't want that energy to be wasted. Correct. So now you as a but how do you figure out? See now, I have shown you this. How do you understand if bot is really seeing all the unwanted? See, if somebody is doing wasting their energy, it can be, if you see it, you can catch hold of them and you can tell not to do that. Correct? Correct? If my son is smoking and being caught by me, I can at least ask him not to do that. If I'm not at all, he's not caught, what will I tell? I have to keep quiet, right? But how do you, same way here, if you are finding it, first you have to find it to avoid the wastage. Is wastage happening really? Crawl energy wastage? How do you find that? Okay. So there was easy methods. I'll show you all now also again. Okay. See this document, excuse me. This document is not loading and it's all very well documented over there. Anyways, I will show you all real time. See, if you are the website owner, you will have roughly an idea, right? How many pages are there on your website? If you are a website owner and selling apparel, you will know how many apparel you are selling. Correct? 20, 30, 40, 50. So as a digital marketer or as a website owner, you will know how many pages you have created on your website. If you see abnormally high number, say this website has less than 3000 web pages. Correct? But there was a scenario, this web page had indexed 20,000, 30,000 web pages, 60, 80,000 web pages also. Right? See, look at this. We have 2.8k. These are the actual pages that got indexed. And this unwanted pages, 16,000 pages. Pages indexed earlier. Our website has only less than 3,000 pages. And how come 3,700 pages got indexed? And this is actually coming down now. It is proper now. Only 2,800 pages are there on the website. Okay. Now, how did it index so many? And if you go back to the history, this had indexed some 20,000, 30,000 pages also. Every month it's coming down, 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 and it's to the actual number from here. Right? Earlier, even this 16,000 were part of this. Right? So 10,000 pages, look at this 10,000 pages. These are already excluded by no index tag. This will be completely irrelevant. See, look at this. Add to wish list. See, Telangana masala powders. It ends here. This additional component is getting added to the URL and bots are wasting its energy on these pages. Right? See now pagination. Currency USD. Same way. See that these are all dynamic URLs and this way we have 10,000 different URLs. Right? Again coming back to this is one issue. Where is the biggest number here? Biggest number is here only, correct? Not found. How many? 1211. All unwanted, irrelevant URLs only. I know how the actual URLs, actual products are. So how do we block all these kinds of URL scrollings, slash US as well, right? So I'm just observing all of this. Maybe I can probably note it down. So here, what is that I'm observing here? Usually we download this data and we process it, right? For now, we will just make a note of it. So URLs containing, what are they containing? Feed, right? See URLs containing feed. US. See feed, where is it containing? Uh, one, two, three, fourth level. First level, second level, third level, fourth level. US in the first level itself. Okay. Page ID equal to these kinds of URLs as well. Okay, question mark page underscore ID. Question mark page underscore ID equal to these kind of URLs also. So I have found some patterns here. I'll come back. And here, what is that I'm seeing? Add to wish list question mark in the URL. Okay. URL containing question mark is always an issue. Okay. Just question mark. If I'm blocking just question mark, even this gets blocked. Right. If I'm blocking URL containing just equal to, see equal to is there everywhere. Okay. That gets blocked. Question mark itself is blocking a lot of URLs. If you carefully observe, every URL has question mark in it. Add to wish list. Maybe I can copy one of them. Third level info slash Diwali snacks. So having full URL will actually help us. Slash cart is an issue. Slash cart. You see this? The third level. So what I'll do is the third level, right? Slash star anything. Here also it can be anything. Correct? add to wish list, and this one keep changing, so I'll just add to wish list. Okay, then add to wish list in the first level also, right? Okay, see, this is first level only, right? Come back, second type of issue, import placeholder, something like this. I want to block something like this also. So what I'll do is I'll remove this. I'll put star here, anything can there, import placeholder. If a URL contains import placeholder, we are going to block them. Anything, we are going to block them. Slash us slash info slash, see here also slash anything, and slash anything. We're going to block them, right? One, two, three, fourth level. Fourth level feed. So slash star first level, second level, third level, fourth level. We're just noting down all the URLs with the problem. Where is the problem? I don't want URL to be containing feed to be crawled. Understanding? Page ID. The first level itself. So slash this one. And after this, if you want to replicate this, after this, if you see anything, after this also, if there is anything, you can slash star only two levels also. If there is anything, we'll block this also. Okay, this will also take care almost everything. Thousands. So I want to block if any URL contains 1000. Okay. So I'll put star here spicy masala peanuts, and this can be chicken pickle also, correct? And if it is something like this, we are going to, it's actually one slash only, not two slash. So we'll block both one slash and two slash. So I'll remove one slash. Majority of the URLs are like this. URL content, something like that. This is also going to block majority of them. Okay. See, this is Search Console, Google Search Console. We will, I'll explain you what is this account, how do we sign up, and how it's going to be useful. Blocked by robots.txt. This were blocked in the past. So now nothing is blocked by robots.txt. Earlier,
If we want to block anything, like we need to check one by one,
we have to understand first what is wrong. Correct? Will you simply go to your contact list and block everyone? Whomsoever are simply messaging, bothering you, you will start blocking them, right? Same way here, you will first identify which are those pages, right? Shop/page 4. Okay. These are all page relations. Mm, okay, maybe this one is start shop/page start. We're going to block these kinds of URLs. Third level feed. This is in the fourth level. So feed wherever it's there will block it. Not only third level, will block in the second level also. If there is a feed, okay. Almost same kind of issues. This has to be okay. Active is this first level we have added already. Fourth level also we have added in third level. Are you all understanding this? We are just identifying the patterns whichever has issues. I did not find any issue there. Fourth level active wish list anyways we have added. Third level active wish list we have already taken care of it also. Okay, these kinds of URLs also have to be blocked. Copy I'll block /wp-admin and I'll put start here. Anything it can contain, it all has to be blocked. Okay. See, we got 20 commands, right? For this, what we do is now we will write user agent colon. To whom are we instructing this? To Google bot, correct? We're going to write Google bot like this. Or if this has to be applicable for all kinds of bots, there are different kinds of bots. You have to write this one, and compulsorily you have to write a command allow slash and then this allow colon this thing, and you want to disallow all these URLs, right? One by one, everywhere you will add disallow. Are you all getting it? Allow slash indicates crawl everything else, every single thing on the website except this 20 stupid fellows. Okay, crawl everything on the website except this 20 useless guys. That's what we are writing. You understood? Okay. So now how do we do this? This has to be saved as robots.txt. File, save as txt. I'll send these commands to our developer, or maybe if not, I'll send robots.txt file to our developer and I'll ask them to upload it to the root directory. Ask them to overwrite this file. Where is that file? Yeah, user hyphen agent has to be written like this. Okay, save it. Okay, now you want to also add instructions, understanding. Now I can write explanation here. Block all the URLs that contain feed in its fourth level. Okay, or I'll write blocking. Okay, again I will write hash blocking all the URLs that contain feed in the third level, right? Getting it? This way you can add all commands, sorry, not commands, comments for your reference, or anybody looking at this will be able to understand. Clear? See, we have found all this by going through the search console data and we have written comments. Clear? Right, this is one way to quickly under, this is the best way, and there's one more way. Google is not giving data to you like that now. Google earlier used to tell how many pages are indexed on Google pertaining to your website. It used to give a number, 5,000 pages indexed on Google, 2,000 pages indexed, 3,000 pages, and it is not giving a number to you now, right? Bing.com. So if you put site colon kandrafoods.com, you will see how many pages are indexed on Google. 2170. See, my website has less than 3000, and this is a reasonable number. If it was 20,000 or 2 lakhs, I have to sense that's a problem, correct? That's a real problem, correct? Are you all getting it? And even now, when you see such big number, you start scrolling through the list, you will figure out all the issues. Okay, here we have to add one more thing. This allow colon slash wp hyphen admin slash start. So these are backend login pages. We don't want bots to be spending their energy on crawling these pages also. Okay, and now you can block certain other kinds of pages also if you think bots should not crawl them, but that's okay. There are very few. These are the question mark kind of pages are the most commonly energy wasting pages. So for example, you can block these pages also, but not needed. Okay. Okay. So now what we will do is we will send this to developer. Okay. Maybe I will send it later. Okay. Did you all understand?
So
So
that 20 second command and 30 command both are same.
20.
20 seconds and 20
Oh, correct, correct. Both are same. This I forgot. I thought of writing login, and I wrote admin. Okay. Okay. Clear. I'm just trying to take you all to that section. Okay. See, first identifying the issues is important. That's when you can block. And writing those commands is very easy, right? You all understood, correct? Yeah. Yeah. Robots.txt is set of commands or instructions for the bots about what to be considered for crawling and what not to be considered for crawling. Okay. The file basically blocks crawling of all the invalid pages, web pages and URLs. Importance of robots.txt: avoids wastage of crawl energy, avoids spam bots visiting your website. Right? Not only Google bot, you can block spam bots. Maybe you can write user agent colon chat GPT disallow colon slash chat GPT complete website itself is blocked. Chat GPT bots program coming from chat GPT, right? See here for us, uh, See, if ChatGPT is reading your website, they have to send a program to your website, correct? That program is nothing but a bot. If you want to block ChatGPT, you will be writing user agent ChatGPT disallow colon slash. It blocks ChatGPT. So you can check it once. Block ChatGPT on robots. GPT bot disallow. Done.
So this will be common for every
Huh?
website.
Yes. No, 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 no. See, ChatGPT blocking is common. This is common. But these issues depending
Yeah,
on
so
the
that is
website.
only GPT bot.
Yes, yes, yes. This is common. Okay, ChatGPT IP ranges, but I don't think this will work. That way, you have to understand all the bots, and you can block all of them. Random bot is, you see, if you are speaking to some random person, you will not speak to your own family members. Now, think of this scenario: you are speaking with some random person, hours together over the phone. Will you be able to give time to the family members? No, right? Same way, now some random bots are visiting your website and engaging your website. Now, what happens now? Google bot will not be able to crawl your website because your server says, I am busy, some other bot is engaging me, some other bot is crawling me, and I cannot, already server is busy. The spam bots engage your server resources, and this would make it difficult for bots to crawl your website effectively. If you have unlimited resources, that's okay, correct? If you're running on a short resource, small resources, how many apps can you run on your mobile phone with 1 GB RAM? Hundreds of apps can be kept open on your phone. If you have 10 GB RAM, 4, 8 GB RAM, few more apps can be kept open, right? 100 GB RAM, more apps can be open and still it functions better, right? Same is the case. So when your server has short of resources, server configuration is less, servers will have the RAM capacity, memory, storage, everything, right? CPUs, everything. So Amazon kind of servers will have huge bandwidth, regardless of whatever pots. See now, if somebody steals, let's assume I have only 1 lakh, and I have to run my family with this 1 lakh. If somebody steals that 1 lakh, I'm gone for the month, correct? Now, second case, somebody is Karodpati, has hundreds of crores. If somebody steals 1 lakh from him, nothing. Will he lose? Will he die?
No,
No, right? Same is the case here. If a server with huge resources will not get affected even when a random irrelevant bot is visiting the server, right? This is especially very much useful for small servers with limited resources. Regardless of that, still it's better to block irrelevant spam bots and all, right? Restrict selected search engines for crawling your website. Search engines like Baidu and Yandex may not play any kind of role for your business, considering the target location or the product or service you are dealing with. And you can block your website for Yandex and Baidu. Take command over various kinds of Google bots. There are image bots, video bots, mobile bots, ad bots, etc. You can define instructions for all of these bots through robots.txt, right? Robots.txt file will be uploaded to the root directory of the website, and it will be always accessed as domain name.com slash robots.txt. If you cannot access the file, usually a 404, then it's understood there is no robots.txt file on the website. So the first thing bot does is it tries, so it's something like this. I have no proper example, but first thing bot does is bot visits your websites and checks the robots.txt file to understand what to crawl and what not to crawl. If there is no robots.txt file on your website, it understands it can crawl everything. Okay, clear? Okay, how do we understand what is, okay, there are a few more points. In absence of, okay, I have explained. Robots.txt is not compulsory until a necessity gets created for its existence. It's not compulsory, right? If no energy is getting wasted, it's not at all compulsory. See, now this website will not have robots.txt. There is no robots.txt. So the moment we find it's necessary, will police keep roaming? Will police keep coming to your area, to your town always? The military people will come during elections, right? Will they keep coming all 365 days? When there is necessity, all this military commandos, everybody will come to your town to conduct, to maintain the election code, right? So when there is necessary, you can implement it. Otherwise, there is no necessary. It's not compulsion, right? But if you sense that there is energy leakage, you can always implement. How do we understand what is a valid URL and an invalid URL on the website? Explore the search console, what we have done now, correct? Explore the search console, web pages, index data, and the errors data. This data helps you to figure out invalid URLs if you already know the valid URLs on the website, right? Screenshots. Audit the backlink profile of your website and figure out if there are links pointing to invalid URLs. Audit your internal link. Those are other instructions. Ignore them. Okay, I have explained. Star indicates applicable for everybody. If you want to apply it for only Google Bot, Chat GPT, Chatbot, you can apply, write respective names. If you want it to be applicable, instead of using one by one name, I will use the word everyone, all, right? Same way here we use star, which is applicable to every bot. Okay, we have already written these commands and we have understood. Correct? Okay, user agents reference article I have put here. You can go through that reference file. Okay, so now when energy is getting wasted, we implement robots.txt, right? Okay, so there is another scenario. You don't want to block the bot, but if you all see, there are different kinds of problems. In this scenario, you can completely block that irrelevant page. Okay, so there is no soft corner for that page. You are simply blocking it. There are other scenarios where you want that page or the content on that page to be crawled, but if you allow them, they will conflict, right? See, in SEO, no two pages can have same titles and keywords, same keywords targeting, right? So for example, I have taken this example. Look at this page, .com/manjunath is one page and .com/manjunath chaudhary is another page. What happens for both these pages? You will be using the same keywords, right? So now what happens? Both of them will start indexing on Google. If both of them index on Google, technically the CTR gets distributed between these two. If CTR is getting distributed between these two, none of them will be. See, if energy is split and fighting individually, nobody will succeed. Both of them together, full energy, and they will fight. They will be succeeding, right? So same way now when it splits to two URLs. So I'll explain it to you this way. So if all of you could recall, CTR is one of the ranking factors, correct? The moment CTR goes down, this will fall down, correct? So now if let's assume this is also learn and thrive and this is also learn and thrive, both are learn and thrive. So now what happens? It would have got a CTR of 8 percentage with only this URL. Now when there are two URLs, this might take 5% CTR and this might take 3% CTR. Now this is 5, this is 3, and to go up it needs 9% CTR or 8% CTR. To go up it needs 8% CTR, but instead of 8, so now what happens is now these two will get splitted. 8 plus 3, sorry, 5 plus 3, 8, but it doesn't count it to be as 8 CTR. It takes average. 8, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 divided by 2, 4. Even if this had 6% CTR, it would have made to the top. See, this is called as cannibalization. Two pages competing to rank for the same set of keywords would impact on the CTR. You all understood now how it impacts the CTR, right? This is called as cannibalization. When CTR gets impacted, this will be thrown away, right? But then I want these pages or information on this page also to be crawled. In those scenarios, we implement something called as canonical tags. We will tell bot, you go to this page also and read whatever is there on this page, but don't ever index and show this page on Google. This is the parent page, this is the child page, URL1, URL2. Don't show URL2 on Google. URL2 has lot of valuable information. URL2 is listing page. It has links to so many other products listed on it. You crawl all of them, but don't show this on Google. If we don't want a bot to visit this page at all, then we would have blocked through robots.txt. Now we want bot to be visiting this page and read everything on the page, but not to show on Google. But not to be shown on Google. See what happens if bot is reading your web page, it starts showing on Google. It starts showing on Google. Now I don't want it to be shown on the Google. For that scenario, you can simply block it on robots.txt, correct? But the problem is if you block on robots.txt, bot will not crawl any information on that page. So this page may have lots of information. So you must have seen on some websites 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pagination,
Yes.
correct? So when you click on 2, there will be different set of shoes or products, correct? Ideally speaking, page 1 and page 2 both will have the same title, same keywords. See, this is slash page 1. Let's assume this is slash page 1. Okay. So now see, now when I click on this, see now if you look at this, headphones, up to 80% off on headphones, handset, earphones, right? So you go to page 2 also will have the same. This also will change. Google is now treating this URL as page 2, this URL as page 4, page 5, the URL keep changing, but the titles and descriptions will remain same. Okay. Now if I am blocking page 2, whatever is put on this page 2 will not be seen. See, bot has to come to page 2 and it has to click on this and it has to go and read this product also, so that when somebody searches bot rockers on Google, this product also will show on Google. Correct? If Googlebot is not able to see this product, it will never show this product, and Googlebot is able to access this product only from page 3. And if I'm blocking this through robots.txt, Googlebot will never visit this page and this product also will never rank on Google. So the solution is now, the only problem is coming when Google is showing 2 pages, 3, all 10 pages. Now here you might have 20 pages or 30 pages, correct? Pagination, let's assume you have 10 pages. This all 10 pages will be shown on Google if you allow bot to crawl all of this, correct? So what is the solution now? Let bot crawl all the content put on these 10 pages, but do not index them. Okay, do not pass the energy to all the pages listed on this, but don't treat they're all similar to this parent page. Parent page is the first page. Parent page is the first page. So we will, what we will do is on the child page, these are all child pages. On the child page we will add one tag pointing to the parent page, canonical tag. Canonical is I am surrendering, I am conveying that I am child, I belong to this parent, so that effect will get neutralized. Okay, and how do we do that? We do it like this: link rel equal to canonical href parent url url1. See, it will be pointing to the parent url. So like this, link rel equal to canonical href, and this will be updated on page 2, on this page. Where do we update? In the source code. Let's see if it has. Okay, look at this. So this is actually called as self canonical. Okay, self canonical. So what happens is sometimes a child page will get this canonical is still there pointing to parent URL, correct? Do you see that? Does this has question mark here? No. This is child page with question mark or with maybe ABC XYZ. This is child. Child got created somehow. And now on child page there is a rel equal to canonical pointing to the parent URL. Parent pickles ending by pickles is the parent URL, correct? Pointing to respective parent, that is canonical tag. This is called as, so now you can implement this canonical which gets created automatically. The tag will be on the child page pointing to the parent page. Something like this. Okay, I'll put it in a different way. So how is child getting created? Always from the parent, right? Right? By default, whenever child gets created, a print goes on the child. This child belongs to parents, so and so parents. By default. So if cattle is born, they'll put some mark on the cattle, not to color also, right? So now that color indicates it belongs to so and so owner, right? So same way now what they do is they have put that mark on the owner, sorry, on the parent itself. Whenever, so for example, like let's take dog, a tail will be cut to dog. Whichever puppies are born to that dog will also have no tail, but ideally that doesn't happen. Okay, but let's assume something like this. So you have to identify all the puppies that belongs to so and so owner by seeing that not having a tail. So as soon as the puppies are born, people will cut the tail. Let's assume like that. Okay, correct. Now if tail is not cut, you will never understand that puppies belong to some so and so owner. Correct. But now second scene, the what are now they doing is, let's assume this is practically possible. If mother dog has no tail, automatically puppies also will not have tail. So what are they doing? They're cutting the mother dog tail itself. So whatever throughout its life, it might give birth to some 100 puppies. All 100 puppies will have no tail, and they will consider all these 100 small puppies belongs to this parent dog. So what we are doing is, ideally speaking, canonical tag has to be put on child separately, which will happen. But now, how will you identify child on your website? Question mark kind of URLs are getting created, equal to URLs are getting created, 1 to 3 URLs are getting created. If you catch hold of child, you can add a canonical tag on child page pointing to the parent page, correct? So now what we will do is we will add it on the parent page itself. Whenever a child gets created, automatically the child will be holding a canonical tag pointing to the parent. This is the child page ABC, which got created from this URL called, which is ending by pickles, correct? Which is ending by like this, correct? When child ABC gets created, automatically see there is a canonical tag pointing to the parent, which is called as self canonical tag. Self can just canonical tag, self canonical tag. Okay, so it is very simple, one liner canonical tag pointing to the parent. Now on websites like this, such type of canonical tag will not work. There is something called as pagination canonical tag, normal canonical tag, self canonical tag, and third scenario is pagination canonical tag. So now for Flipkart kind of websites, when there are n number of pages, now look at this difference. Here it is just link rel equal to canonical, correct? And the parent link href equal to parent link rel equal to canonical, href equal to the parent link. But if you look at this, what is there on the first page, page 1, this will be put link rel equal to next, href equal to page 2, correct? On page 2, you are going to put link rel equal to previous href equal to page 1. Page 1 is telling there is one child page, page number 2, which is going to be same as I am. On page number 2, you are going to update this tag. I am very much similar to page 1, correct? On page 3, you are going to tell that I am very much similar to, so on page 3, to page 3, there is one tag. I am very much similar to page 1. On page 2, you are going to update. See, on page 1, you are going to update only one tag. I am going to give birth to a page called page 2, which is going to be very much similar to page 1. On page 1, you are updating this. On page 2 is accepting I am very much similar to page 1, and I am also very much similar to page 3. This is going live on page 2. It is page 2 is accepting I am same as my elder brother, and I am also same as my younger brother. Got it? Same way on page 3, it will be link rel equal to previous page 2. For page 3, previous is page 2, right? And link rel equal to next for page 3, next page is page 4. This way, a pagination tag will be implemented. Got it? You understood? So now, first scenario robots.txt, you don't want the page to be crawled. First of all, you don't want bot to be crawling at all, right? Second scenario, you want bot to crawl them but not to index them. Then you are implementing canonical. There are different kinds of canonical tags: normal canonical tag, pagination canonical tag, self canonical tag. Third scenario is you don't want page to be indexed on Google. Whether bot crawls it or not is a different thing. You don't want page to be shown on Google. Okay, and you don't want bot to be crawling anything on the page. You don't want bot with crawling anything on the page, and you don't want the page also to be not to be shown on Google. So that's when you are implementing rel equal to no index comma no follow. Okay, something like this. You are implementing rel equal to no index comma no follow. This is an HTML meta tag that goes in the head section of the HTML, which indicates bots not to index and crawl any content on the page. If you want to indicate no, if you indicate no index comma follow, bots might follow links put up on this page, like links put up on this page will be crawled, but this page will never be shown on Google. When you don't want a page to be shown on Google and not to be made public, mostly the personal information, when you find the web pages are not necessary to be shown on Google for a different reason, you can use no index no follow tag. Getting late? Huh? Getting late. Fine, then we'll carry on tomorrow. Yeah.
she is using your name.